morning, Chandra here, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please click on the subscribe button. If you are a regular, thank you for stopping by. I thought let me just make a cup of coffee and chat with you guys because people have this perception that starting a business is out of this world when it's actually not. And you actually don't, there's so many businesses or side hustles that you don't even need to have startup capital for. So I'm probably going to get into that, maybe do a video too on that as well. But for now, we're going to be talking about how to start a side hustle or how to, start a business from scratch. I started my business as a side hustle firstly. And I think it's so important for you to start it as a side hustle. The only reason I'm saying that is because you have an income that can sustain your new business or your side hustle, and you can sustain yourself while the business is growing and you're growing your clientele. The first step would be for you to firstly come up with an idea, of course. And by coming up with an idea, it can be anything from, your passion. It's so important to find your niche and to stick to it. When you have a passion for what you're doing, you will stick it out when things get tough. And believe me, things will get tough. With business, that is just how it works, and that is just the real world and the real life. And that is unfortunately it. The second step would be for you to start. Yes, start. I would say start researching. Start researching and find out if your business idea that you have, if you're obviously able to make a difference in the market. One thing that I notice is that people always think that they have to, when they start a business, they have to go all out, like they have to be so innovative, that they have to change the world. And it's basically just you starting a business and finding out what people's needs are. Maslow's needs list, you will actually discover that it's so simple. It's actually so simple. For example, in my case, my passion and my niche is clothing and fashion. And when I decided to do fashion, I basically just asked a few friends, hi guys, I've got this top, are you guys interested? And basically from those people, I then discovered, wow, there is a need. There's a need for people to, get things conveniently. The other category would be for you to come up with a name. Research the name, see if it's not being taken. Try to come up with a name that is descriptive of your business. For example, mine is Hoppity Apparel, so apparel tells you it's clothing. Come up with a name that is also unique and a name that will set you apart, out there. And I always say that when you come up with a name that will make people think and make them want to research and make them want to, find out what it is about. My husband and I walked in the mall some time ago, and there was a feet porn place, and I was saying to him, feet porn, and I was so interested, and I wanted to take out my phone to Google, and then I said to my husband, they actually got me so interested that I wanted to Google it and find out what it is about. And that is so important when you want to set yourself out. The third step is to put yourself out in the market. Now, I can't stress this enough. Do your first sample. If, for example, you're into doing nails, offer to do nails for friends and family that you're going to use as your, guinea pigs, so that you can get yourself in the market. Get it out on your social media. My first business failed, and I think I've mentioned this before. It failed miserably, and I think it was because I did not have social media. I didn't have the support of social media. In actual fact, I didn't even have an Instagram account at that time. So I also charged next to nothing, but that is also another video on its own. But it's so important for you to get yourself out there. I can't stress it enough that social media is so important. Word of mouth obviously starts from family and friends, but now we have the option to put it out on social media, and something can go viral so quickly. Another thing is, once you put yourself out on social media, is to create a client base, because your client base will obviously be your transportation to the next person by word of mouth, and they will transport your business basically from the one level to the next. And one of the things that you have to make sure that you do when you put yourself out on social media is, whatever you put out there, make sure that your product lives up to the expectations. Don't put a product out there. Don't take pictures from somebody else who did nails, because you are aspiring to do nails like that. But when the client comes, you don't live up to the expectations, and you need to make sure that what you sell on social media is the reality of your business, and it is the product you produce. So make sure that you get out there, because once you get out there and once you have your client base, you can work from there. And this is still me talking, using this as your side hustle. So I remember I only registered my business, I think it was 7 or 8 months after I started it, and I changed my business name, and I took my whole client base with me. It was a whole new marketing campaign that I started, and that is why I say it's so important to just get into it and to just start. Another example I can make is the business that I've actually just started, the bridal We Do Bride Squad business. Is I use my resources from my current business. And when I say that you need to use your resources from your full-time job in order to to fund the side hustle, I actually mean that you have to physically put in the money. Don't expect to get anything back within the first few months of the business. If you do get a profit back, well done to you. You are doing something amazing. Keep it up. But what I did was, every single time I got a good profit, I just put it back up, or I just kept on plowing back into the business. Even now with Bride Squad, I make my prices really reasonable, because I need to make sure that I get a good client base, and I need to make sure that I get good referrals, because what happens is, once you have good referrals and you have a good client base, the business will carry itself, and the name will carry itself from there onwards. Sometimes you think that the market is overcrowded. In my case, for example, fashion, there's definitely the market. People would say that the market is overcrowded, and people would also not recommend it, especially for someone like me who's never been in the field. I think I mentioned this on my social platforms, that before I started my business, I didn't even have a clue how to do sketches. So I think that once you get into it, you actually discover and you learn so much that you really just have to have a passion for what you're doing. Once you have your business idea, try to think of what will set you apart in the market. You, for example, do hair. What will set you apart? Will you have a mobile service that will go to people's homes? Will you include it in your pricing? Will have an online store? Will you have free delivery? What will set you apart? Because as we said, yes, the market might be overcrowded, but you need to find something that will set you apart. So basically, in summary, we just said that the steps you need to obviously take for you to start your business is to find a niche, find what it is you're passionate about, and find a business idea. The second thing would be for you to start, get a business name, research, get out there, find, stop procrastinating, just start. The third step would be for you to, get your products out there, start doing or finding products that is affordable, that you can sell at a good rate. Make sure of the quality of the products, that the quality and the price of the products, goes hand in hand. The fourth step would be for you to get out there with your marketing plan. Set a marketing plan for yourself. Social media has made it so easy for us to be able to tap into markets that we were never exposed to before, or people you would not have been able to reach. So make sure that you get yourself out on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp. make sure that you get yourself out there as much as possible. The fifth step would be for you to create a client base, and the more people you have, the more chances are that people will buy from you. So make sure that you build a client base. I said I'm going to keep this video short and sweet because I don't want you to keep watching this and not start your business. So for those of you who are still watching or forgot to subscribe or haven't got into it, please go click on the subscribe button below. I'll be posting a lot more business videos. Drop a comment below if there's anything you'd like me to put out there on this channel. And thank you so much for watching. Take care.